Second map, guys. ESL, the Shadow Temple. We had an amazing first game where Nerchio managed to come out victorious, somehow beating a 200 supply Protoss army with pretty sick upgrades, with high Templars and a lot of Stalkers. But Nerchio's army's control was, yeah, I don't even know how to describe how good it was. Fabulous, perhaps. To give it a little gay touch. Fabulous. Here we go with the second map between these two excellent players. NightEnD, of course, representing Team Fnatic and Romania, spawning in the 2 o'clock position, being the blue Protoss player. And Nerchio representing Team Against All Authority, spawning in the 12 o'clock position. I actually thought Nerchio joined Team Empire, didn't he? But why? I thought they even had an Empire clan tag already, unless he never really switched his tag. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that Nerchio is actually representing Team Empire. I'm sorry for that, giving AAA false props, unless he managed to return to AA and I missed that and there wasn't any news about that. Anyway, he is for sure from Poland, that's what I know, and he is playing Zerg and he's very good in it, to say the least. Sign NightEnD putting the pylon up in the regular position, obviously. Probably going to see a sort of similar game as we saw in the last map. This position would actually be quite good for Mutas as well, and Nerchio does like his Mutas every now and then. Not all that much. He's definitely not a player that you say like, oh yeah, I see him playing Ling Muta all the time. But every now and then he throws in a Muta game, and obviously quite good as well. The only problem with Muta sometimes is if you get into a late game phase like it was in the previous game, if Protoss is still able to expand and still get the amount of Stalkers out, then yeah, the Mutas are quite vulnerable, certainly against Storm. As we saw in NESL between Shed and Squirtle on, what's the map called? I don't know how it's called. Crossfire perhaps. Pretty sick. What a small Protoss army can do against Zergling Muta. Anyways, NightEnD just scouting the main base from Nerchio, who's once again opening up Speedling by the looks of it. Overlord just hanging around. Doesn't have to go away, obviously. As long as there's no Stalker, as long as there's no gas, there's no reason for your Overlord to be afraid of anything. So he wants to know exactly what's up. NightEnD puts his probe on patrol. I'm curious to see that. I'm a bit fascinated that Nerchio opened so incredible safe, like on Shattered as well, and now he's doing it again on Shakuras he did it, and now on Shattered again. Very, very safe. He's gonna send his Overlord away right now. He sees the cybernetic score going up. Knows exactly what's going on, but what's going on is what you would expect to be going on. Nothing funky. Couple of links popping out for Nerchio. For everyone who just tuned in here, this is of course the second map. Nerchio is leading 1-0. We are playing best of 3, and this is the semi-final. The only thing that matters today, being top 2 in this tournament. And yeah, obviously if you win the semi-final and the tournament has no loser record, you are going to be top 2. NightEnD, his Zealot is almost out right now. There we do see him putting his Zealot in the correct position and obviously getting the hold position. Walking around a little bit, trying to make it perfect. Small things matter. You don't want an accidental Zergling in your base. Wydra didn't like it either. He was pretty sure the Zealot was standing right, and still he ended up with a Zergling in his base. It's not that easy, and it's unexplainable. See, the sentry is almost out for NightEnD as well. Oh, Pylon is a little bit too late. Bit sloppy by NightEnD. It's gonna take 10 seconds, but not the end of the world. Nerchio just droning up slowly but steady, researching speed. His queen is gonna make his way over to the natural. It's a new queen already on its way. Yeah, that's gonna take a little while though. Actually, might actually be perfectly committed. Wow, Tarzan managed to beat Satini 2-1. Ah, okay. Well, I love Tarzan, so that's nice too for Tarzan. But yeah, I like Satini a lot as well. And I really thought that Satini against Sasa, that would have been so sick. Now, of course, Tarzan against Sasa is really sick as well. But yeah, they are just friends, and I love it when it's a bit more spicy. But nevertheless, congratulations to Tarzan. So Tarzan once again on the verge, or on the edge of qualifying. And last week he lost the semi-final, I think 2-0 against Empire Dystar. Yeah, it's a fellow country Polish body. Wow, that's pretty sick actually. If Nerchio would win, then we would have 2 Polish players qualified already, and then if Tarzan wins, we actually have 3 Polish players qualifying. Wow, that might actually raise a couple of questions. What is the strongest nation in StarCraft 2 in Europe? I mean, sure, most of the time everyone says like, well, Ukraine or Sweden. Naniwa, Tarzan, yeah, okay, that's true. Sasa, definitely. Moro, it's a pretty sick lineup, but the Polish players, they're really coming up. Really stepping it up. Once again, wow, NightEnD going for a very fast expand. Yet a couple of sentries, and now going for a very fast Dark Shrine. Let's hope that this time he's actually going to morph in a couple of DTs, or wiping a couple of DTs, 3 minutes, not 3, or that it wouldn't take him 3 minutes to wipe in a couple of DTs after the Dark Shrine is completed, since that's pretty much what happened in the previous game, unless he wanted to hide it. But even when he kind of needed them to fight off his expand, he would have lost a lot less Stalkers. But anyway, I'm sure NightEnD would have had his reasons for it. Perhaps he didn't feel like he had the gas resources to wipe in DTs right now, and if one Overseer would come and he would take them out, that he would probably lose the game. 3 Spine Crawlers already, and an Overseer. Oh, this Overseer is going to scout a lot. The Dark Shrine is not really in a super funky position. I wonder if this if Nerchio is just going to let the Overseer idle over here, like it's going to function as a Spore Crawler, as a detector, or if he's going to use it for scouting purposes. We're going to figure that one out anytime soon. Spire going up now for Nerchio. So, well, what I said, he likes his yeah, his mutas now and then. That is cool. The other semi is going to start after this match. So we will be able to cast stars on against SAS as well. It's going to be sick. There we do see two DTs being warped in. We still have this Overseer over here. And oh, NightEnD now investing into DTs already. And then I'm going to have to deal with Mutas, where he only has a bunch of sentries. So he's going to be very low on gas. It's going to be annoying. He's going to lose a ton of probes. And there we do see the Overseer doing an excellent job in detecting those DTs. So very good job by Nerchio. Being very well prepared. Doesn't have a lot of minerals saved up there, to say the least. Take a look at the income tab. We have 49 drones currently, 15 right now, against 40 probes for NightEnD. NightEnD putting up 2 more gates. We'll probably start the Stalker production anytime soon right now. I can only imagine that pretty much everything from now on is going to be a Stalker. No, he's going to wipe in more DTs? Perhaps for an Archon. Yes. Archons. We do love Archons. Dark Templar taking control of the middle of the map as well. 6 mutas on the way right now for Nerchio, and is NightEnD actually going to try to break the front? NightEnD probably realized, like, hey, why would you ever have like 3 Spine Crawlers? Okay, now he's even having 4, and he's going to add 2 more. Why would you do that unless you go mutas? And then he probably asked himself the question: do I want to actually deal with muta harassment? Do I want to build cannons all around? Well, okay, he's going to build 1 cannon. Do I want to try to defend it properly with Stalkers, or am I just going to try to break the front? And it seems like he wants to do the latter, but I think he's going to be a little bit too late. 6 Spine Crawlers, that's going to be too much, and these mutas are going to do a lot of damage. Here we do see the mutas arriving in the main base from NightEnD just a little bit after the 10-minute mark. We see the Dark Shrine, NightEnD instantly going for the offense. We have 6 Spine Crawlers, but what else do we have? A bunch of Zerglings. Obviously the Archon's great at tanking damage. Here we go, Zerglings joining in the fun as well. More and more Archons joining in the fun. What are the Spine Crawlers focusing? They're working on this Archon. I don't think NightEnD has enough. Nah, these Spine Crawlers are doing sick damage against these Archons. Now the mutas came back as well, or at least 3 mutas. NightEnD does not have enough to break the front, and he just calls GG, realizing these mutas probably killed way too many probes already. Okay, 27, yes, that's way too much. NightEnD calls GG. Not the most spectacular game ever, but Nerchio qualifies for the Intel Extreme Masters Global Challenge in Cologne. Congratulations to Nerchio.